What is going on, movie meals? Movie meals back to back to back, taking a good hour of my day from cleaning. Um, Here we are for our, it's the end of the year, so we always do our top 10 of the year. This year, we're going to do a top five most anticipated movies for 2022. So we'll rattle off maybe a couple of honorable mentions, then we'll go five, back and forth. Do you want me to go first since you went first in our other one?
Yeah, let's do that.
Alrighty here. Let me pull up the old listeroo. So for me, an honorable mention, Kyle reminded me that this movie was even coming out, is Don't Worry, Darling. I'm excited, but I need a trailer. That's what's gonna sell me. It's hard to do some of these when you don't have a trailer because that is what sells you. And then my other one is Mission Impossible 7 because I am really interested to see what Tom Cruise will do next, as well as another Tom Cruise movie with Top Gun, Maverick. I love the first Top Gun. It's awesome. I love the trailers for the other one. I think they're so good. So those are some of my honorable mentions. For me, my number 5 most anticipated movie of the year that I'm excited for is, there's going to be a lot of Marvel on here, Thor Love and Thunder. I'm curious what Taika is going to do with Thor after the events of Endgame, bringing, we know that Natalie Portman's coming back, so what she's going to be like as Lady Thor, and we're getting Tessa Thompson back, which will be interesting. So I'm curious to see that group. Guardians of the Galaxy is maybe supposed to be in it. So I just am curious what he's going to do, making a movie that's going to have a lot more moving pieces, more like a Civil War, Spider-Man, kind of movie, No Way Home or Endgame or Infinity War. Like, what is he going to do here? So that's my number 5. What's your number?
Nice. In my honorable mentions, I also have Mission Impossible 7 on there. I'm really hoping that it comes out after years of waiting to see what happens next. But I also have in my honorable mentions The Northman and Thor Love and Thunder as well. Thor Love and Thunder, not in my top 5, only because I trust Taika Waititi. So I just already kind of feel like it's going to be good. Like I trust him enough. It'll be good. But my number 5 is Don't Worry, Darling. It's Olivia Wilde's next movie following her directorial debut with Booksmart, and I really enjoyed Booksmart. I'm really curious to see how this new project will do for her. It sounds like it's very different, kind of more of a psychological thriller perhaps, but I'm also glad to see Florence Pugh again, and also I'm curious about how Harry Styles will be in like a lead role like this. But that'd be my number 5. A lot of curiosity with this one.
An honorable mention I didn't say is the
anticipation is building.
I just realized my list was incorrect.
Oh no.
No, I just had because my number 5 with Thor, I accidentally put in the 4 spot. An honorable mention I forgot to bring up is Doctor Strange 2. I am curious what that will bring, but it just isn't quite there yet. And so that was an honorable mention for me because I like the little trailer we've gotten now. I know that's going to be big. I loved WandaVision, so I know they're going to do something great. I trust Sam Raimi, so I'm excited for it. But another Marvel movie that I'm just so anticipating is Black Panther 2. Because they just have a lot to do with the unfortunate and tragic loss of Chadwick Boseman, RIP to, our king, Wakanda forever. Black Panther is awesome. And I've seen lately people start putting it down all of a sudden. They're like, oh, Black Panther is actually one of the worst Marvel movies. I've been seeing that quite a bit online, and it is atrocious. Black Panther is incredible. It is, I don't know what he's going to do to fix, not fix, but to change up everything. And I trust, why can't I think of the director's name? Ryan Coogler. Ryan Coogler, he is a master. He is up there with Denis Villeneuve with this new wave of directors. So I trust him, but I'm very curious what this story is going to be and how they're going to handle it. It's got a lot of what Rise of Skywalker has around it after the unfortunate pass of Carrie Fisher. So I've got a lot of that kind of anticipation with it of what is going to happen with this story. Where are they going to take it? How are they going to handle this unfortunate event? So I've got it at number 4. What's your number 4?
My number 4 is Bullet Train. It's from the director David Leitch, who's done movies like the Deadpool movies and Atomic Blonde. His directing has been pretty solid for me, especially when it comes to action. And this sounds like it's going to be an action thriller taking place all on like a bullet train, and it stars guys like Brad Pitt and Sandra Bullock as assassins. And just on that premise alone, I'm very much interested in this, and I think it's going to be a really fun theater experience.
Yeah, no, I'm excited for that one too. Top three. I've been waiting to talk about this movie on video with you. It's Sonic the Hedgehog 2, baby.
Oh.
Let's go. I'm pumped. I am pumped. The second that trailer dropped, I was in bed. I was about to go to sleep. I was on the internet a little bit before sleep time. I texted Kyle and I was like, dude, Sonic the Hedgehog 2, we have to react. Kyle's like, I can't react right now. I'm busy. And I was like, and he was like, I don't care. And I was like, oh, I do care. The first Sonic movie was so fun, and we thought that movie was going to suck, especially when the animation looked so bad. And it was so fun.
It did look bad.
It was so awesome. It looked so much better. They've even made it even more, I think, better with the way they've done CGI, because Tails is in this trailer and he's at the end credit scene of the first movie. So he even looks different, and Tails looks awesome. Idris Elba playing Knuckles is great. We're going to actually get to see Jim Carrey really be Eggman. And I thought he did a pretty good job with what they asked him to do. It's a fun kids movie. I put it on here because I love the character of Sonic. I grew up loving Sonic the Hedgehog. And I am hyped for it. I mean, I saw the first one. It was one of the last movies I saw in the theater before the pandemic hit. So I'm just excited for it. So I tossed it in at number 3 to make sure that we talked about it. And I wanted it just high enough to hopefully irk Kyle.
No,
what's your number 3?
Yeah, I think that makes sense. My number 3 is Black Panther 2. It's kind of repeating what Alex was saying. It's going to be very interesting to see how they handle the unfortunate loss of Chadwick Boseman. Thank you. Oh my gosh, today, man. But it's going to be very interesting to see how that's handled, who the new Black Panther will be or could be. But I'm also wanting just to be back in Wakanda. Like it feels longer ago than it really has since we've last been in that world, and it's just one of the more creative parts of the MCU for me. And I just am ready to get back and explore what's going on with those characters and that part of the MCU.
All right. I have a feeling I know both your number 2 and number 1, and I think they're going to be backwards to mine.
I could see that.
My number 2 is the Batman. I am hyped. The trailers are incredible. Matt Reeves is another one of those directors up and coming who has just done an incredible job with the Planet of the Apes movies. He is doing a very dark, gritty Batman that is very, even a step further than the Dark Knight. Not quite Joker, it looks like, but Dark Knight-esque, just a little farther. And I'm hyped for it. Kyle and I have been on the Robert Pattinson will be a great Batman train since before the train even was thought of in most people, because Robert Pattinson is an absolute talent of an actor. But that is my number 2. What is your number 2?
My number 2 is Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse Part 1. That's crazy that we're getting a Part 1 for this. But yeah, just bring me back into that, man. I was blown away by that first movie. Everything about it was just so creative and fun, and it really told a good story about what the meaning behind Spider-Man is, why there's so much passion behind that character. And I'm just ready to see what the next chapter in that story is going to be. Sign me up.
I was right, wasn't I?
Yes, you were.
Yeah. So my number 1 is Spider-Man Across Spider-Verse Part 1, and Kyle's is the Batman. So made sense. Before I remembered Spider-Man, when I was looking through and looking at everything, because I was just going through, Movie Insider and starting at January and going to December, I was like, oh, the Batman's number 1. And then I was like, oh, wait, no, it's not. Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse is a 10 out of 10 class. It will be a classic movie in 20 years. That movie is so fun. It's so enjoyable. It's the multiverse done correct, just like No Way Home. It does a wonderful job of bringing in fun villains and other characters, and other Spider-Man, and it was great to get to finally see Miles Morales, to see another great Spider-Man story told, and get it told in a little bit more of a unique and different way. And the soundtrack is great. The animation is fire. I don't care if my brother disagrees to me to no end. I think the animation is awesome. I think it's breathtaking. It is by far the most anticipated movie of the year for me, and it's because we get no Star Wars. That's really why it is there, because there's no Star Wars projects that aren't on movies. What do you think about the Batman? No, I think we're done. I think we're done for today. No, I'm just kidding.
No, I'll try and make it short because I'll
No,
be
you
going
don't
on
need
and
to.
on
You
for
don't need
20
to.
minutes. But yeah, echo my sentiments of what Alex is saying times 10. I hope to heck that this doesn't get pushed back, because if it's going to be pushed out farther than its release date in March, I'm going to lose my mind, because I am so excited to see this movie. I think the castings have all been great. I think Matt Reeves really has an understanding of the despair and the really gothic element that comes with the city of Gotham. And I think that's really being brought to life more than maybe even some of the past Batman movies we've had. But I have no idea, how good that this movie will be. Could it be better than Dark Knight? I don't know. Maybe not. But at least I'm going to be really getting something I could possibly sink my teeth into with this new iteration of Batman. I think it's going to be really cool.
I don't
It's going to
know.
be really
There's a
cool.
lot going on. A lot of villains. We know that they
Yeah.
can handle villains, Kyle. We get nervous if there's more than one of anything.
Yeah, I mean, 3 or more.
Will this be a Batman movie, or is this going to be a villain movie?
Only time will tell.
No, I'm excited for the Batman. That first trailer came out almost 2.5 years ago. It was 2 summers ago when Kyle and I reacted to the very first Comic-Con trailer we got.
Yeah.
The Batman's gonna be great. That newest trailer was awesome. The cat trailer, it looked great. So I'm hyped for it. It'll be a fun year of movies. Hopefully we get this variant down and we figure out how to stay at the movie theater. But guys, what are your most anticipated movies of the year? What did you think of ours? Comment below. Let us know. I'm gonna like, subscribe, share, do all that great stuff. Thank you to Moon Meal patrons. Go get some merch. I'll link down in the description down below. And as always, thank you for watching, Mom.
See you guys.